everyone is using meta decks, sometimes it's best to use counters to those meta decks, and that's what we are doing with this deck here. Found this deck that's a great counter to Zabu, but other cards that play multiple cards on that final turn, like Silver Surfer, like Mr. Negative, like Sarah. So if you're ready to see what I think is the best counter to Zabu and a lot of these other decks, then you know what to do. Find that like button, let's go snap it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, happy Friday, Snap fans. I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome to the Valley Snap channel. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome, and I hope you are ready for this nice Zabu counter deck. And the added benefit, it counters some other decks that play multiple cards on the final turn. Now, if this is your first time here on this channel, hit the subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content, and let me know what other content you want to see on this channel. Now, I did find this deck I saw a tweet about this deck on Twitter, but I made some modifications. This was the original tweet. This is from Binks Plays, and it's a pool 3 deck with all pool 3 cards, and it's an anti-Zabu deck featuring these cards here. Now, the one card that I wasn't really feeling, just didn't really match my playstyle, was Devil Dinosaur. So what I did was we went in and we replaced it with this card, Rock Slide. Now, I don't know if this is the best card for this deck, but I really am feeling Rock Slide. I think I started playing Rock Slide a lot when Zabu came on because it's a 4-cost card. 2/6 is an awesome card. At 4/6, he's an okay card, but I'm really feeling Rock Slide right now. There's other 4-cost cards that you can replace him with, and I do like replacing him with a 4 or a 5-cost card. They have Devil Dinosaur in the original deck. Another great replacement if you don't want to use Rock Slide and you want something a little that works a little more in this deck is White Queen. Gives you some valuable intel on your opponents. It still has that 4/6 cost there, but it's not going to give them the rocks. It's going to give you some intel on them, and it's going to give them one of the most powerful cards in their hand, or the most powerful card in their hand at the time. Now, what I would like to do with this is, with this deck, is open up with Psylocke on turn 2, and that will give our Sandman a play on turn 3 instead of turn 4. Now, if we don't have Psylocke in our hand, or we don't have Sandman in our hand, Scorpion is an awesome turn 2 play. This guy is so debilitating, and I hate it when my opponents play either Iceman or Sandman. That 1-2 combo on turns 1 and 2 is horrible, but Scorpion is in our hand just for that. Now, this deck is all about reach and reaching multiple locations. Mr. Fantastic is great for that. You place him in the middle location, he's going to give you power in all the locations. He's going to give you 2 power on all 3 locations, so 6 total power with this 3 if you play him in the middle, and he doesn't get any power reduced. Sandman is great because those Zabu decks, well, they want to play a lot of cards on turn 4, 5, and 6. You're not going to let them do that with Sandman, and especially on turns 5 and 6 is when a lot of the strong plays come out. So Sandman is a great card for that. Now, the downside for Sandman is he's only a 1 power card, so there's not going to be a lot of tempo in your hand, and you can only let them play 1 card, but that affects you as well. But with this deck, I don't think that matters too much. It's not really based around throwing multiple cards around. Rock Slide, like I said, he's pretty replaceable, but I'm really enjoying this card. And sometimes your opponent's deck is filled with rocks and they can't really make a play, and they'll retreat very early, and then you know, you're wondering why. Well, it's a lot of times it's because of Rock Slide, but you won't always see the effects of Rock Slide. Claw is a great card, highly underrated. Actually a 5/10 card if you take account of all the power that he has. He is an ongoing card, so if you replace someone like America Chavez with like a Spectrum or something that you might want to play additionally on that last turn, he'll get even more power. It's going to get 12 power in that other location. But yeah, the great thing about him, he has 4 power in where he's at, which is not that great, but that additional 6 power on that hard to reach location is why he's so great. Arrow is a great tech card. She moves all cards that location. And if sometimes if you have Fist Tower or something, or you're just trying to draw them away from a location that you're trying to win, this 8 power is not that bad either. Now, there is some leaks that she's going to be reduced to 5/7. She's still going to be a great card in this deck. That 8 power is not really why we're bringing her. We're trying to move the cards away from another location that we're trying to win. Leader's just mean. Leader's just nasty. We have Leader in this deck. If we're winning 2 locations or winning 3 locations on that final turn, we can play Leader to make sure that we win the game. Dr. Doom also helps with that reach, just like Mr. Fantastic, just like Claw. We can reach other locations with Dr. Doom on that final turn if we need to. Some lockdown locations, especially if your opponent is playing things like Storm or some Spider-Man decks. Odin is great because what we could do is reproc someone like Dr. Doom. If we play Psylocke on turn 4, Dr. Doom we could play on turn 5, and then we could reproc Dr. Doom with a card like Odin, which is great. We do need them in our hand though. America Chavez doesn't really help this deck too much. Sometimes her 9 power comes in handy, but the reason we're bringing America Chavez is like we're always bringing America Chavez. It's because she pretty much reduces our deck to 11, from a 12 card deck to an 11 card deck that we're drawing from on those first 5 turns, and then we're gonna get her on that 6th turn. So she's in there for that. Magneto is great for location control as well, moving cards away. Only the 3 and 4 cost cards, so you got to be aware of what cards you're moving away. But I am really liking this deck. Let's go take a look at this deck in action, guys, and some awesome control plays. All right, we have Rock Slide, Arrow, Mr. Fantastic, all on turn 1. Daily Bugle is the far left location. And we get a Forge from their hand. Doesn't really tell us too much about what they have in their hand right now. We do have Sandman in our hand, so we probably won't be playing that Rock Slide unless we get a Psylocke right now. Oh, we get Lamentus. Oh my goodness. All right, so that Scorpion's gonna be a really great play right now. Let's go with that Scorpion. And we potentially could make use of that Forge. All right, so they got a shock. All right, so it looks like they got a Patriot deck. Expect the Ultron on turn 5. Let's try to get a little bit more power now. Let's go turn 3. Let's go Mr. Fantastic. They also go Mr. Fantastic. That deserves a Spider-Man meme. All right, let's go Mr. Fantastic in the middle. I think we could also go Claw in the middle to give us reach at 2 locations. And then potentially Arrow a 3rd location. All right, so what do they do? They go Mr. Sinister. And we go Sandman. They're not going to play multiple cards. Neither will we, though. Where do we want to draw them? Do we want to go Claw? I think we go Claw right now. We'll get 2 locations. I think we could kind of avoid that danger room. A card potentially being destroyed. Oh, that one got destroyed. But the Broodlings remain. And we have the same amount of power there. All right, this is going to be interesting. Do we go this? I guess we have to go with the 8 power. Where are they going to play? Are they going to try to win the middle? Or are they going to try to win the left? I think what we do, since we're not winning the middle, since we're not winning the left, let's try to draw let's get a little more power on the left. Draw whatever they have out onto the left. Or actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's give them the left. Let's make sure anything they... I'm not liking that either. I think our best play is to go with that. And not super confident in what we have here. Do they have more than 8? That's the big question. They have a blue Marvel, and it's not going to be enough. All right, so we played it in the correct location. If we played it on the left, we would have lost. So we did go correctly on this one. We have Dr. Doom, Leader, Mr. Fantastic, all on turn 1. The Peak showing up. That's good for our Leader. That's good for our Mr. Fantastic. And that's actually good for our Dr. Doom. So the Peak helped us really nicely. They have their Ant-Man on turn 1. I think turn 2 we could go Mr. Oh, we have Lamentus. We're like in a Lamentus seed right now. We could go with Scorpion to debilitate their entire hand. Then we could start to look for some... control right now. I do want to get Scorpion out as soon as possible here. I think we could actually snap. We got some good cards in our hand. Pretty happy with the cards we have. Sandman turn 4, Doom turn 5, and either Leader or Magneto on turn 6. All right, in turn 2, what we'll do is we'll put out Mr. Fantastic, giving us a little extra power there. I don't think we want a leader right now, but we do have a play of leader on turn 4 and Odin on turn 6. We could actually go leader Doom and then Odin on that same lane there. And I think I like that the best. So where do we want a leader? I don't want to go there on turn 5. So let's go leader here. Turn 4, we'll match whatever they do. We'll go Doom on turn 6 or turn 5. Excuse me, leader on turn 4, Doom on turn 5, Odin on turn 6. All in the left location. That's our play here. And I think that gives us enough reach. After turn 5, one of the Doom bots will go to a random location, but even if it goes to a random location, we still will have space for our Odin. So I think we're still good here. All right, we got a shocker. How do we get that shocker? Created by the peak. Oh, created by leader. Ah, that's what happened. All right, leader. What am I thinking here? All right, so we got a debris out on the field. And because of the debris and the rocks, we're not going to be able to Odin on that last lane, but we can Magneto here. We're going to draw some cards over. What strong cards do they have? That's not a 3 or 4. That's not a 3 or 4. That's a 3. So we'll bring their Wolfsbane over. We'll bring their debris over. All right, all these cards, depending what they plan this last turn, I don't think they could win left, and I don't think they could win middle. Unless they have this Patriot or something right now. Let's see what they play. We bring those cards over, so giving it a little less power on that left location. They bring that Ultron bot out, still doesn't give it enough power for the peak. We do get the left, we get the middle, they win the right though. We have Magneto, we have leader, we have Scorpion. Hala is the location on the far left, which means after turn 4, the losing player is gonna get their cards destroyed. So we're probably not gonna play anything there right now. Our American Chavez gets destroyed, so we have anything that could pop up on the last turn. We're gonna go with Scorpion. We can go far left here, and then we could go middle with Mr. Fantastic, and then we'll make sure that they can only draw one card at a time with Mr. Sandman. All right, they go Carnage at that location. We're gonna be tied with what we can do. We'll play our Mr. Fantastic in the middle location. And Sandman, I don't want Sandman destroyed, so I think we're gonna have to go with Sandman on the left. All right, nothing to destroy except for their Yondu. And they get that Yondu replaced with Angel. All right, so we don't want that destroyed. We're gonna play Sandman far right, kind of Master Killmonger. All right, they're getting that extra power there. What are they going to do? They go Monster Metropolis, which means that their Carnage is going to get destroyed. They're playing a bunch of extra cards with that Moon Girl. And I think what we can do now, I think we're pretty safe to snap now. Yeah, I like an arrow followed by a Dr. Doom. So I think we could snap. We could pull them to the middle with arrow. They're not going to play multiple cards, and we could go Dr. Doom on the rest. Or if we have tempo, we could just go leader. Let's see what they play here. And we also got that Magneto option as well. Okay, they go Deathlock. We bring him over with arrow, which means that we're winning left, right. And I think we can play leader. They're gonna be able to play one card only. They play here. Yeah, I think we got the win. We're gonna match whatever they do. We don't need to use the Dr. Doom. Although Dr. Doom will tie right. I don't think we need the leader. We could, but let's leader. Leader's the more guaranteed play, unless they're playing something weird like a destroyer or something. They don't have that protection from the destroyer. They played another Deathlock. Interesting. All right, so they destroyed themselves. Interesting. So they sacrificed the middle, but we get the right, we get the left. I guess it's good that we didn't play. We would have won with Magneto. We would have won with Dr. Doom. This is the most challenging way to win, though, with this leader play. All right, we have Sandman, Claw, Leader, all appearing on turn 1. Dr. Doom, we have some great cards that we need in our hand. Hopefully we get some good locations that we could back this up with. All right, Scorpion. I think we're going to go Scorpion on far left, and we're going to go Mr. Fantastic in the middle into Danger Room, giving us a little extra reach. And hopefully the Danger Room does not destroy that card. All right, so I actually really like this. Mr. Fantastic turn 3, and we'll have a Sandman on turn 4, making sure that this Goose Play, which indicates maybe a Silver Surfer deck, maybe a deck with Zabu, that they'll want to play multiple cards on turn 5 and turn 6. We're going to get that Sandman out there on turn 4. Doesn't give us a lot of tempo, but I think we're going to make up for that with our Claw on that location, in the middle location, or the right location. All right, they'll go Killmonger, destroying nothing. They just wanted that tempo there. They still actually have the tempo, and we're going to snap now. They're not going to like that Sandman. They're not going to like that they're going to play 1 card a turn. So this will eliminate Sarah. This will eliminate Mr. Negative type decks where you want to play a bunch of cards at once. And I guess the question is, where do we place our Claw? Do we place our Claw Hellfire Club or the Danger Room? I think what we do is go with the Hellfire Club because I don't want that 25% chance of that Claw getting destroyed. They're going to lock down that location, which is fine. That's not a location that we're playing for, but if they lock it down, we still have reach there with a Doombot. Yeah, I guess we can't go there. We're gonna have to go in the Danger Room. I forgot about that Goose, and hopefully our card does not get destroyed. All right, playing this on chance. I guess that will give us a left location if our Claw lasts. Our Claw does last. That means we're gonna be able to play Dr. Doom. All right, even if Dr. Doom gets destroyed, that still will give us reach in both these other locations. We may not win the center, but we should get the right or the left. All right, so we should get the center. As long as Dr. Doom gets, even if Dr. Doom gets destroyed, we still get the center. Yeah, we got the 6 there. We got the Doombot, giving that power. Sandman, that Claw helps us out. We get the victory. All right, guys, so that is this deck. Let me know what is your favorite version of this deck. The version that Binks posted, the version that I prefer with Rock Slide, but I think that is more just a personal preference, or some other version replacing a few cards that you're using on your own that you're having a lot of success with. I'm thinking this is a great Zabu counter deck, especially with a lot of players playing Zabu and a lot of these multi-card plays on that final few turns. So this is a great deck for a lot of those, and let me know how it works out for you. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. I will see you later. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Check me out on social media. Check out some of the sponsors down below, and have a great rest of your day, guys. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. I'll see you guys next time.